Okay, great. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us on our water rescue training webinar. Before we begin, just know that we are recording this webinar for later viewing and that we cannot provide any technical support in Zoom. My name is Kim Wojcik, and joining me today with the demonstration is Khaled Abadea, and our moderator is Peter Murata. Please feel free to type your questions in the chat box throughout the webinar. This is an overview of our complete water rescue product line, with products from basic water rescue to water rescue with CPR capabilities. Our water rescue mannequin family offers adult, child, and infant options. We will begin with our basic pediatric water rescue mannequins. These mannequins are used by the American Red Cross, the US Coast Guard, lifeguard trainers, and other emergency personnel for pediatric water rescue skills and education. They are excellent top and bottom water rescue devices for adding realism to an otherwise boring, ordinary practice procedure. When filled with water, they will sink to the bottom, allowing for full rescue and recovery training. A CPR option is not available with these mannequins. We offer 3 options of basic pediatric water rescue mannequins. Rescue Kathy, what we are showing here today, is newborn in size and when filled with water weighs 7 pounds or 3.18 kilograms. Not shown here today is Rescue Billy, who is a 6 to 9 month old infant in size and when filled with water weighs 12 pounds or 5.44 kilograms. Also not shown here today is our third option, Rescue Timmy. Timmy is a 3-year-old sized child and when filled with water will weigh 20 pounds or 9.07 kilograms. When purchasing one of these 3 pediatric water rescue mannequins, it will come with 2 tools, a faucet connection hose and an air inflation bulb. To simulate realistic weight and to use in water rescue and safety training, fill the pediatric water rescue mannequins with water by taking the following steps. Attach the hose from a faucet to the left metal valve on the baby's foot. Fill the infant with warm water until water begins to flow from the opened metal valve on the right foot. Shut off the water and close the valve on the right foot. Gently remove the hose from the valve on the left foot and then gently squeeze air from the mannequin until water flows from the left valve. Now close the valve tightly. Allow the mannequin to lay 1 to 2 minutes with the head down. Your mannequin is now ready for training. After every use, the mannequin must be drained of all water, filled with air, and completely dry before storage. Our next water rescue products are made of durable vinyl plastic with a rust-resistant stainless steel skeleton and articulating joints. They are available with or without CPR capabilities and can be used in various water life-saving exercises, including top and bottom rescue for the adult and adolescent rescue mannequins with CPR. There are 2 options available. The international or export version will have the nasal holes open. We will provide all valid part numbers in the chat box. These mannequins will submerge to the neck when filled with water. The mannequins will take on weight by filling with water through the small holes in the legs and arms. There is also a valve located on the mannequin's shoulder that may be open to take on additional water in the torso. An additional 5 to 10 pounds of weight may be added to the abdomen to sink the mannequin to the bottom of a pool or any body of water where training is taking place. We encourage a flotation device and or a tether be affixed to the mannequin in situations where loss of the mannequin is possible. It is important to note that CPR mannequins will sink without the added weight, and a flotation device will be needed. Once the mannequin has been extracted to land, the weight of the adult and adolescent mannequins will change as water drains. The CPR options allow for chest compression and a basic life support airway. An additional option for CPR feedback can be achieved using heart ascents, which can be applied after the mannequin is on shore for the adult full body CPR water rescue mannequin. We will cover this option later in our webinar. The benefit to using our water rescue line of mannequins versus using traditional rescue mannequins is no to low risk of water logging, rust, and mold. Water logging a traditional rescue mannequin will create a lot of added weight and potential loss of the mannequin due to the impossibility of extraction. Traditional rescue mannequins are not constructed with the same cables, which increases the chance of rust, and they do not drain effectively, increasing the chance of mold building inside the mannequin. At this moment, we would like to see if we have any questions.
Hi, I see we had a question regarding the frame and using the mannequins in different environments. One of the key aspects of the mannequins is that with a stainless steel frame, they can be used in salt water for surf rescue. We can also use it in a pool, so whether it be fresh, salt, or chlorine based pools, the stainless steel will hold up as well. And lastly, is in rivers. Because of the nature of the mannequins, you'd want to make sure that the equipment is tethered because once it's under the water, or even if it's floating on the surface, they will respond similar to a real person and will follow the current. So the other aspect is in river training or in surf training, we'd also want to make sure that you have a tether or some means of recovering the equipment after it's been used in a high current environment. So those were the two questions. Thank you much, Kim.
Okay, great. Okay, so we will begin by discussing our adolescent water rescue mannequin. NASCO Healthcare has two available options for adolescent water rescue: an adolescent without CPR and basic life support airway features, and one with these features. Today, we are showing you the adolescent CPR water rescue mannequin, the export or international version with the nose holes open. When on dry surface, this child-sized mannequin weighs approximately 20 pounds or 9.07 kilograms. Once the adolescent mannequins are submerged in water, they will fill with water, sink anywhere from the neck to the jawline of the mannequin, and weigh 50 pounds or 22.7 kilograms. Please remember that when submerging the CPR water rescue mannequin, a flotation device is necessary for top rescue to keep the mannequin from sinking to the bottom. Also consider tethering the mannequin in bottom rescue situations where loss is possible. This mannequin includes 5 replaceable mouth and nose pieces, 5 replaceable airway systems, and shorts. Replacement parts are available as well as detailed cleaning and installation instructions. Once you have finished with adolescent water rescue training, completely drain the mannequin after each use and store at room temperature. Before we move on to the adult water rescue mannequin, Pete, are there any questions in the chat?
Yes, we've had a follow-on question regarding the frame and doing CPR. The nature of the design is that we have a compressible chest in both the adult and adolescent, and neither will impact the frame structure or the operation of the equipment during CPR. So functionally, there's no risk to the equipment or the operator during the training regarding doing full CPR chest compressions. Back to you.
Great, thank you. Now onto the adult water rescue mannequins. As with the adult or the adolescent water rescue mannequins, there are also two available options for adult water rescue. An adult without CPR and basic life support airway features, and one that includes these features. We are now showing you the adult CPR water rescue mannequin. As you can compare to the international adolescent version, the nose holes are not open on this mannequin. When on dry surface, this adult mannequin weighs approximately 40 pounds or 18.1 kilograms. Once the adult mannequins are submerged, like the adolescent, they will fill with water and sink anywhere from the neck to the jawline of the mannequin. When filled with water, their weight will increase to approximately 105 pounds or 47.6 kilograms. Again, it is recommended that a flotation device be used for top rescue and also tethered where loss is possible. This mannequin includes 5 replaceable mouth nose pieces, 5 replaceable airway systems, and shorts. Replacement parts are available as well as detailed cleaning and installation instructions. Once you have finished with adult water rescue training, completely drain the mannequin after each use and store at room temperature. If you are needing CPR feedback options for the adult CPR water rescue mannequin, this can be achieved by adding the HeartAscent Premium Kit to the mannequin. After the mannequin has been extracted and is on shore, the breath module holder can be in place prior to the training. The compression pad and breath module will be applied once the mannequin is out of the water. You may use the HeartAscent application with iOS and Android smart mobile devices by downloading the application from the App Store. Colette is now going to demonstrate how to remove the lung and install the breath module holder, breath module, and compression pad. After removing the lung bag from the chest of the adult CPR water rescue mannequin, place the punch guide on the edge of the artificial lung.
While Khalid is working on the lung bag, I just want to respond to 2 quick questions. On the tethering, generally trainers tether off of one of the ankles, left or right. There's a very stable ankle joint to do that, to support that. This way it's down out of the way of the people doing the rescue, but it gives the instructors the ability to recover the equipment if it starts to follow through on the current. Second question is on drying the equipment. Once the equipment is out of the water, as you see with Khalid, he just has the chest flap open. As far as drying the equipment, just once the equipment has drained, all you need to do is lift the chest skin off the mannequin just to allow airflow and open the abdominal flap that's just below the shorts. And those 2 actions will allow air to circulate around the equipment, and you should be fine as far as drying. Back to you.
Thank you. So as you can see, Colette has already used the punch that we provide to put the O sign into the lung bag. He has also then removed the sticky protective film on the breath module holder B and placed it onto the center of the puncture, and then attached it to the bottom of the artificial lung. And then he has also already taken the steps to remove the sticky protective film of breath module holder A and faced it towards the protruding part of place the protruding part of this module holder upward. He's gone ahead and connected it to the HeartAscent, and he's placing the compression pad on the chest now. So with the lung back inside the mannequin, we're ready to go ahead and get started with the software. So we're going to turn on the kit. Now you may connect HeartAscent to the instructor application or the student application. The student information can be entered in advance for your convenience. To pair the mannequin to the HeartAscent application, click on the Bluetooth logo sign on your screen. Then you will choose the ID in which you wish to pair with, select the student you wish to access, and there are two modes you may choose from, one being full CPR scenario mode and the other being a specific skill mode. Khaled, please select a mode and perform 1 full minute of CPR for our audience so that they are able to review the feedback types when you are finished. So he's just getting that ready for us now. So while Colette performs CPR, you will see two screen options upon completion, a chest compression detail screen and a ventilation detail screen, which we'll show you in a moment. Okay, great. Colette, let's now review the data recorded. So we're going to choose the student that you wish to review by clicking on the Browse button. From here, you'll be able to choose the type of data you wish to review. Colette, let's show everyone how you did. Peter, can you please explain to our viewers what Colette is showing on the feedback screen?
Sure. The system provides a full high QCPR level report for debriefing. It covers everything from the quality of the compressions, hand position. It covers depth and rate. So this way, we on the compression side, we get a full report, detailed report that we can go over with students. And as you scroll down, it actually reviews individual compressions during that cycle. So it will tell you what were done right, what was done wrong, and then when we get into the breath evaluation, it also provides feedback on that as well. It gives an additional detail on volume as well as the quality of the breath. So, for debriefing purposes, it gives you a really nice detailed report that can be exported as a PDF from the system as well. One quick question that came up was on the prep of the lung. That can be done ahead of time, so you don't have to wait till actually extracting the mannequin. Once the breath module port is in place, if you're going to do full CPR, professional level CPR is qualified by the American Heart Association. All you need to do is put a small piece of surgical tape over top of the breath port, and once the mannequin's extracted, remove the tape and attach the breath module. That should take probably less than 10 seconds to do. So this way you don't break the continuity of the training. Back to you.
Great, thank you, Peter. Before we continue or wrap up the webinar, were there any more questions in the chat?
Yes, there was a question on the thickness of the lung bag. The lung bag that's used on the rescue mannequins is akin to the Brad CPR mannequins, and the hole punch that comes with the system for the HardySense easily goes through that. For ALS level equipment that may have tougher lung bags than what's used on traditional CPR trainers, that is, we recommend using like a leather punch, using the largest punch hole that you would get on a leather punch, and that easily goes through that as well. So for the CPR level, the punch that comes with HardySense is more than adequate to go through that lung bag. Any other questions? Yes, the HardySense pressure pad can go under the overlay of the skin. That was a question. Collet has it presented as being on top, but can just as easily be slipped underneath the overlay as well. There are additional adhesive pads that come with the system. And that, again, when you're attaching the breath module, you could do that at the same time. Again, very quick and easy to do. So that way you don't have the pressure pad on top of the overlay. Any other questions? Okay, back to you.
Okay, great. To recap, our water rescue mannequin line has several options to choose from. We have water rescue only mannequins, as well as CPR water rescue mannequins in both adult and adolescent. You now also have the ability to add CPR feedback to water rescue scenarios by adding Heart Ascents Premium. These are used worldwide at many different levels of emergency training. For additional information on these products or any other products that NASCO Healthcare has to offer, please contact your sales director or manager. Our website is complete with valuable information and resources. And don't forget to follow us on all social media. Are you ready?
Yes, we are.